You can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Relax. I'm Colleen Ballinger.
I'm her husband.
No, you're Erik Stocklin. You're your
They don't
own
know me
person.
as that. They know me as your husband.
No, that's not true. They know you as the famous Erik Stocklin who plays Matt on Good Trouble.
Not any article I've ever read.
Well, anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Hi. We have a very exciting episode for you guys today. In case you've never listened before, this podcast is just a thing we decided to do when we were locked in quarantine. We're like, hey, let's force ourselves to have like a date night once a week where we just like hang out. And it's like you guys get to be like a fly on the wall during our date night where we just talk and hang out.
That's a good way of describing it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you clicked on this starting at episode 9 thinking this was a relaxing meditation podcast.
You would be incorrect.
I mean, maybe for some people. I'm not going to judge.
Well, anyway, hello, everyone. We're excited to have you here today. So let's get into it. Lovey.
Yes.
Who needs to relax this week?
Am I going first?
I can go first. Who do you want to go first? Who needs to relax?
You go.
All right. Who needs to relax? I would have to say, I haven't thought about this. This is going to be
shocker.
Whatever pissed me off today, I guess. I would have to say, oh man. Oh no, now I'm like stressed because I didn't think about this prior. How about this? How about baby products? And the baby product industry. Because I think it's really stupid how they like take advantage of women who are going through a very emotional, hormonal, stressful, terrifying time and go like, your baby will die if you don't use our product. You know what I mean? Like the scariest time of your life. And the reason I was thinking about this today is because we have a stroller that I don't like. And I wanted to get a new stroller, and trying to find a new stroller was infuriating.
Yeah, thank goodness for friends and people that had had children before when we went through this. So we had at least an aisle to walk down as opposed to many aisles,
right?
Because there's a lot that they throw at you, and it can get very expensive, and you feel you want to do your best.
What else?
So
I think they're lying.
You get all the things, the bells and whistles.
But I think they're lying. Like they're like, this is the best car seat. This is the best stroller. This is the best this.
And you said it changes.
Yeah, every year they're like, well, actually, that car seat you had last year is now recalled, and if you have it, your baby won't survive. So now you have to buy this one. So it's like every year you have to buy new stuff. But I'm like, so does that mean the whole last year I was using something that was not safe for my child? Or are you lying now so that I'll buy a new product? I don't like it. It upsets me. It's not as bad now that he's a toddler, but when he was a little baby, I feel like every product we had,
remember
would like
Boppies?
Ah, the Boppy. Yes.
Remember the Boppy?
Of course I remember Boppy.
It was like, I had never heard of a Boppy.
Yeah.
It's like you have to have a Boppy, otherwise you're a horrible parent.
Well, it's more like, not
if you
that.
Don't know what a Boppy is, I don't know.
Do you remember what a Boppy
Google
is?
it. It's like a rubber, like harness seat kind of contraption.
No, that's not the Boppy.
That's not the Boppy.
That's the Bumbo.
I guess not.
That's the Bumbo.
Oh, the Bumbo. Yeah. How in the world could I have gotten those confused?
The Boppy is the pillow that goes around my waist while I'm breastfeeding.
No, give me the Boppy. I need the Boppy. Where's the Boppy?
The Bumbo is the plastic weird seat thing that he sat in. Which now has a seat belt, which is annoying to me.
2018 walking onto a flight holding a Boppy under one arm.
A pregnancy pillow under the other.
A pregnancy pillow under the other. First class.
Oh yeah,
they loved us. They loved us up there.
So I think, and I'm just saying, I appreciate that they want to keep our babies safe. I'm not talking about safety protocols and laws that are keeping babies safe. I'm talking about the companies that are using the stressed out, like
you're vulnerable. You're in a vulnerable position. Yes,
and they're
you're
like,
backed into a corner.
You have to spend.
They put baby in a corner from famous quote from what movie?
Baby in the what? Baby in the corner?
Yeah. We've gone over this.
No, we have not.
Okay.
Baby in the corner.
Dirty Dancing.
That's not from that movie. You never told me that. I thought it was Baby in the bathtub or something. Wasn't that the quote? I don't know. Anyway, who needs to relax for you? Besides me, clearly.
This is a big one for me.
Okay.
I'm going at. I'm now. I have this platform, right?
Platform.
I have this platform. This podcast.
Oh yeah.
I'm in a position of power.
Okay.
Finally.
Relax.
And I'm going at
what are you talking
Erik
about?
with a C. The name Erik spelled with a C.
Mm-hmm.
I'm relaxing. I'm canceling them.
You're canceling everyone who's named Erik with a C?
I just want to say this. I don't know if it's like this for people now or for you when you were growing up, but for me, my name is spelled with a K. I'm Erik, E-R-I-K. For me in elementary school, there was like 5 or 6 Eriks.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only Erik with a K. They were all Eriks with a C, and I felt like a freak.
No, the K is awesome. I love the K.
I think it's awesome too. I'm not saying
it.
I don't think it's awesome. I just said I was ostracized. I was bullied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I felt like a freak because my name ended with a K. And now with this platform,
You're just going to cancel everyone
I'm
with
saying,
a C?
boo you, Erik with C's.
Why?
It's K from now on. K is the dominant Erik.
You want the C Eriks to get bullied like you did?
No, I'm not responding to bullying. I'm just saying that it's with a K now, everybody.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's it.
So you just want them all to relax. You're just like over Erik's with the C.
Yeah, it's pretty broad, my who needs to relax this week.
But also, before you continue talking about this, if you have more to say, I just realized we have not addressed the fact that Erik walked in the podcast room tonight in a suit. It is, by the way, it is 10 p.m.
Love, it's a visual. It's an audio medium.
I don't care. It is 10 p.m. We put the baby to sleep. We ate a quick snack because we haven't even eaten dinner yet, and we're like, we have to record the podcast.
My fashion choices.
I'm not knocking your fashion choice. I'm literally in leggings and a baggy sweatshirt. It's actually our merch, so check out our merch if you want to. But why? And I said, why are you in a suit? And he said, no reason. And I was like, you know what? Actually, we should talk about this on the podcast. Why the hell are you wearing a suit?
There's not really a reason.
What do you mean there's not a reason? What if I came in here in a ball gown? You would be like...
I would be more than okay with it.
But you would want to understand why.
There's not a reason.
There's got to be a reason. What made you go like, I'm going to wear a suit tonight? Like, you weren't wearing this today. You were wearing pajamas.
I wasn't walking around in a suit. Well, that's the thing. We always, every time we've recorded this podcast, we've been pretty much in pajamas. Mm-hmm. Like, we record it later in the evening.
Yes.
And it's just nice to be comfortable. Sure. But we're marking a year. You okay? Did I make a weird noise?
Well, no, I was just like, when you walked in, I was like, okay. Yeah. My first thought was, is he going to propose? Oh, we're already married. Like, right. That's what I thought. I was like, is he going to propose to me on the podcast today?
Podcast proposal.
But we're already married. So I'm like, what is the reason?
No, we've been pretty much very, following guidelines and quarantine guidelines for a year at this point. Mm-hmm. Around a year ago, I bought this suit. I think I own 2, maybe 3 suits, and I bought a new suit for the things that you wear suits to. And so I had bought a suit a year ago, and I still have yet to get to wear it to any occasion. So
you're just going to wear it for our podcast today?
So I thought for an audio medium, why not... I'm not wearing shoes. Does that make you more comfortable? Less comfortable?
No, I'm comfortable with you wearing a suit. I think you look very handsome. I just was confused as to why you would voluntarily put on an uncomfortable outfit for what is supposed to be a cozy, just like night in chatting about
I don't know
stuff.
What other occasion I would have to wear it.
Okay. Well, you know what I think? I think you dressed up because of our interview that we have later in this episode. That's very exciting.
Yeah, it's also a very big episode. We have a very big interview.
Yeah, I know you would never dress up for me. You're obviously dressing up because we have a huge...
What are you talking about?
We have a huge interview with...
I would never dress up for you? What is that supposed to be? You need me to dress up for you?
No, I don't need you. No, look at me. No, what? Are you...
Well, you literally said you were like, it was really contentious. I know you'd never dress up for me as if I'm like some...
First of all, relax. I'm a comedian, and it was the start of a joke that you didn't let me finish. You would only dress up for...
I'm a comedian.
Oh my God! You'd only dress up for the most incredible celebrity of all time, which is, of course, Truck Tunes, who we're interviewing later today. I'm so excited.
I can't believe our first interview is the biggest celebrity in our house.
Yeah, it is. Well, he doesn't live here, but...
Well...
We just listen to him in our house.
To me, it does.
Anyway, sorry to go off track there a little bit. I was just like, I feel like we need to address the fact that you're wearing a suit in case anyone is watching the podcast.
We could have done the whole thing and they would have known.
We have a YouTube channel and they can see it. So anyway, you said Erik with a C is who you think needs to relax. Sorry, did you have more to say about that?
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess I knew there was another Erik when I got to high school whose name was spelled Areck.
A-R?
Yeah.
Like
just what a mess. Yeah.
Erik.
I just thought I'd address it and I'd just take the power back. You know what I mean? From Erik with a C.
Well, your name might be spelled differently, but my name is pronounced differently, which upsets a lot of people, including you.
Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's still spelled the same way. Your family has just chosen to say it in a way that no one can. People in your family all say it differently too. Like no one can say your name.
That's not true.
Say your name,
Colleen. Okay, so here's the deal.
Colleen.
Yeah, Colleen. You said it.
That's not how.
That's not how what?
That's not how everyone says it though.
Most people.
How does Corey say your name?
He says Colleen, like really like Cole, like a really intense.
And how does Flynn pronounce your name?
Karen.
Right. Yes.
Flynn, we taught Flynn our names the other day just because, you just want to be safe. You want to make sure your kid, they know you as mom and dad.
It was really funny to hear him say Erik.
Yeah. But we're like, oh, maybe you should know our names just in case someone ever asks, like, who are your parents? Like, he can say who we are. Like, I don't know. I thought it would be important he knows what our real names are. So we were teaching him our names and him saying Erik was the cutest thing ever. And we taught him Colleen, and he kept saying Queen, and I was like, yes, love that. And so the next day I quizzed him on it and I was like, what's Dada's name? He said Dada, and I said, what else is Dada's name? And he said Erik, and I said, yeah. What's Mama's name? Mama. What else is Mama's name? Karen. And I was like, Karen?
It's the most popular name right now.
It is not for a good reason. I was like, where did he get that? So I think he had confused like Colleen and Erik kind of together somehow and did like Karen, like he just didn't know. And that happened 3 days in a row. He called me Karen 3 days in a row.
For sure there's some like really cool Karens out there, by the way.
For sure there's cool Karens.
Do you know a cool Karen?
No.
Me neither. But there's one listening and
you're awesome,
we got you back.
Karen. We love you. My son thinks we have the same name apparently. But anyway, yeah, my name is, I'm curious. I actually don't know this about you. This is a good first date question. Because I think I've told you.
First date?
Yeah, it's like a date. We're having a date. You're dressed up in a suit. I didn't know I was supposed to put on like a cute little black dress, but
yeah, but I don't belittle you and say like, well, you never dress up for me. So.
Oh my God. You're going to be talking about that for the rest of the year because it's going to be the only fight we've ever had. Okay. But for real, I know I've told you the reasoning behind my name, like why I'm called Colleen.
You're named after
my aunt. And do you say, say aunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think aunt sounds so fancy. It's just ant.
I think an ant is a bug.
It is a bug, but it's also an ant. Like you say aunt, like that's so proper. Aunt. I love that about you. Ant. I'm not upset about that.
Maybe I do. I think you
say aunt. I'm pretty sure you say aunt. Anyway, my aunt's name is Colleen, and she was named Colleen because my grandmother was.
For anyone listening who doesn't understand the gibberish that she's saying Colleen.
Okay, you are so weird.
For anyone who grew up,
you know what,
in the world, it is like, what is she okay?
Lovey?
She's saying Colleen is what she's saying. She's saying the name Colleen.
That sounds so weird to me. It's like, to me, it's like, I don't mind when I meet people and I'm casually getting to know them and they say Colleen if they don't know me well. That doesn't bother me at all. But if you are close, like family to me, your family, it's Colleen. And it sounds so, it's like, to me, it's like spelling your name with a C. Oh my God, was that a gunshot outside?
I think it was just a firework.
Just because of our chemistry is so strong.
Yeah. Well, it's like if my name's Erik. Imagine if I was like, and you looked at my name and it's spelled, albeit with a K, and I was like, no, it's Erik.
I'd call you whatever your name was.
Erik?
I'd call you whatever your name is, and I wouldn't be like, that's not your name. I'd be like, okay, that's your name.
Well, it's spelled Erik, but you want me to call you Erik?
No,
like, yeah.
I would say that's your name. So I would call you whatever your name is. I wouldn't fight you on what your name is, which you have done for 4 years.
I'm not fighting you on it. I don't.
Anyway.
I can't think of another example of another name that is very much used in practice, to whereas you've just chosen to like a different inflection, a vocal choice.
First of all, I did not name myself. This is the name that was passed down to me. I like my name, and it is pronounced.
Love your name too.
You don't.
I don't know how to say it, but
anyway, my point is that I'm pretty sure, unless my mom lied to me, the story is that